Hello, I'm Svitek, 360 Creative Coach, and a while ago I did a lesson about this idea that people need to stop hoarding their ideas for a number of reasons. One, because their idea is not that novel to begin with. Probably more than likely someone else has had the same idea. And secondly, any idea that you have at the onset is probably going to be riddled with cliche, and the only way to kind of really sculpt it is to discuss it with other people. Well, that has kind of inspired me to create this segment, if you will, called Steal This Idea, where I give you some of my ideas. I'm going to try to do this on a monthly basis, and you are welcome to run with this idea. So one of the things that I thought and have been thinking about for a while is like multi-platform storytelling. And the only kind of real example I can point to in the past is the Matrix franchise, because it had comic books, it had the movies, it had video games, it had the short films through the Animatrix. And what was kind of cool about it was that it was all sort of within the same realm. Certainly the video game directly tied into the movies, the comic books a little bit less. 3 of the Animatrix movies in particular were heavily tied into the movies as well. And then the other ones were kind of tangential. I look at like Marvel, and, while I think they have like the MCU is fantastic, the comic books aren't fully aligned with the movies and so forth. So there's multiple storylines happening across different mediums. And not that that's bad, but I was thinking like, what if you literally told kind of a full narrative across just multiple platforms, and it, each experience could in a way feel whole, but in that sense, if an audience member checked out like the scope of everything, it would be that much more richer. So meaning, what if you did a podcast, a narrative podcast, much in the vein of like, let's say Deadly Manners or Wolverine, which are 2 fantastic narrative podcasts, by the way, and, told it in that way. But then instead of doing the season finale as just a podcast, you filmed a short film, of that. And then simultaneously, like maybe you also did these vlogs of, vlogs in quotes, of these characters as the narrative's happening. So that way you're getting kind of the internal thought. Again, it's not needed fully for the podcast story itself, but it enhances the story. Maybe, there's a blog as well, and on all these different things. Maybe some of the characters are tweeting and so forth. Just basically whatever you can sort of utilize in terms of the storytelling device, just doing it across all these different platforms. I thought, what a cool idea that would be, and it would be, and especially like to see it succeed would be fantastic. Well, just to see it tried would be fantastic. And who knows, I might be completely ignorant, and someone may be already trying this to whatever level, however successfully. But that's fantastic. If that is the case, let me know, and I'll check it out. But if not, I highly encourage you. It's definitely a tough thing to kind of keep all going, because everything has to run parallel, which is why maybe I'm just too fearful to tackle it myself. Maybe it's time, which is another excuse most artists say when they don't want to tackle something. But it's an idea that I had that I think would be cool. And if nothing else, like if you want to run with it, and if you feel like I might be a benefit, I will gladly help you with it however I can. But if nothing, like, you don't need my permission, you don't need to involve me. Like, run with the idea and go, and let's see what you create. I'd be very curious. But if you do, please just let me know so I can check it out. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.